A lot of the vision that people are still seeing when it comes to homeless individuals is the little alcoholic male underneath the bridge.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions about the homeless and the help they require.
It's not just the person on the corner who's asking for money.
And I became a resident at Verde Gardens because me and my family was living out of our vehicle. I made sure that I was parked close to my children's school so that they can still attend school until we decided that we had to go to a shelter to get some kind of help on housing because our income was very low. And I was also a victim of domestic violence.
Really, to be honest, I ain't had nobody. Only probably had my big sister, to be real. We had each other backs, you know. I'm adopted, you know, grandma, she waited, she got me, and my sister from DCL. We live with her till now. Now that I'm older, I see like all the things in the past I could have been doing. It's like I couldn't because I was just so caught up in doing everything for everybody. And I don't like take the time out to do it for myself. That's how I've been all my life and I still do it.
After losing my job, my fiance had been pregnant, and after delivering the baby, complications, she passed away. And from there, I ended up homeless for a while. I was on the street, actually out of my car for 2 months. And then I moved into Camilla's house, kind of transitional home. And then from there, they pushed me over to Verde Gardens.
Verde Gardens was an idea that sort of sprang out of a number of issues, some happy, some a little bit challenging. The Miami-Dade County Homeless Trust was deeded some property that we actually asked for back in 1996. I came here as the director back in 2002, and one of the first things I did is I said, hey, we have this 50 acres just sitting here, you know, why aren't we doing something with it? And we have this big shortage of permanent housing. So I had like a really great time trying to put together all of the ideas for this into the vision of what Verde Gardens was going to be. And in the end, what we presented to the community was that we would have the farm, we would have the farmers market, and we would have housing.
Carrefour is a not-for-profit developer of supportive housing for formerly homeless families. Verde Gardens is a partnership with Carrefour Supportive Housing and the county. The county was supportive of us in building the residential component, the farm component, and also in developing the organic farm.
I went to the farmers market and I met a gentleman by the name of Patrick Garvey, and he kind of told me about the farm and the plans that they have there, and told me that it's not just about farmers, it's about more, you know, about bringing other talents to the community.
While I was working with Earth Learning on the farm, I realized that we weren't engaging the residents on the farm or in the market. There was a big divide. So I decided to write a grant that was funded by Volunteer Florida called the Best Neighborhoods Grant. And the goal of the grant is to engage low-income families to be the solution of the problem. And so BEST was all about treating low-income families as an equal and empower them to be the solution.
Another way we want to engage the community is we want to know what you want to eat. So on that page as well, it's saying what kind of fruits and veggies you guys like.
When I first started to engage residents on the farm and in the market, I realized that there was a lack of interest just because they didn't know anything about it. Most of them didn't have any background in farming or in any kind of farmer's market. So what I decided to do was engage them in ways that they feel comfortable in expressing themselves. Using popular culture, like video editing, rap music, dancing, things that people felt comfortable in sharing with the farm and the market. Some of the things that we have accomplished in the last 6 months, we had an Easter celebration where the residents came together and we had an Easter egg hunt. We also had an after-school program once a week, a summer youth camp, and we even took the junior youth counselors on a trip to Key West, and we did a service learning project. For many of the kids, it was their first time on vacation in a long time. Another great accomplishment we achieved, we were awarded the State Farm Youth Advisory Board grant. And it's very exciting because the youth of Verde Gardens helped write this grant to create a compost program in the neighborhood.
And so we wanted to start a program with the children both in the community as well as the children in the school across the street, where we would start this local economy by collecting compost both from school and from the homes, and really start funneling quite a bit of making quite a bit of soil, paying for it in alternative currency that we call harvest shares, and that harvest shares can be used to purchase food.
Preserving the Harvest is another program that developed as a result of having produce that needed to be preserved. So there are things that can be done to preserve the life of that produce. Things such as canning or making jams or jellies or fermentation, dehydration.
Verde Gardens was a collaboration between Carrefour, Miami-Dade Homeless Trust, and Earth Learning was the farm management group. Since then, we've built more and more partners. Chapman Partnerships, Job Corps, South Florida Workforce, Growing Hope Initiative, and the partnerships continue to grow.
I think with us we have the South-Dade Adult Center has their culinary arts program here, so their culinary arts program now is working more with the farmers market. The kids programs that we've been working with, we've made the kids more informed about everything. The kitchen has been working also with the composting. So we've been donating things from our kitchen to help keep that project going. And I think just the introductions for the neighborhood and for the community people.
What we had hoped would happen with Verde Gardens, and now we're actually seeing it come to life, is to really have the idea of green living and sustainability permeate all parts of the project, from the residential components and how our families are living to the farm and to the farmers market. When we envisioned this program, that's what really we envisioned, and now we're seeing that all come to life now, with residents learning how to cook with the food that's grown on the farm and using the farmers market to generate additional income for their families, and that's really the dream that we had for this project.
My role has been, since I moved to Verde Gardens as a secretary, is to try to pull the community together to better the community and to keep our children safe and to just motivate people to do better in life as far as finding jobs and, instead of just moving in and basically just sitting around doing nothing. So it's a hard job to do, but a lot of people have caught on to the idea of I can do better in life other than just having a home. It was time to rebuild what we had lost.
I've met a lot of people now because of these videos. A lot of them have asked me to do videos for them. So I think that bridges, gaps, between people and actually, the people on the outskirts.
There is a chance for transformation because I grew up in Miami. I never had any type of encounter with growing my food or gardening or anything like that, and really it was just planting a seed that planted my own seed, that planted, the change within me. So, and I can see that when I work with them.
I believe the project can succeed in many ways. We have a lot of opportunities. This is the point of using what we have to make things work.
Our neighbors are connecting and getting involved and trying to do what we can do positive for our kids. We don't have much, but we have a lot of hearts, and we put into our kids and our neighbors and to our community.
I like this program.
What's your favorite part of this program?
I like seeing my friends.
The mind that I got now, I feel like I'm gonna succeed. I'm gonna make it in life. I tell myself that every time. I know I'm gonna make it. I just won't give up.
It's the crop mob, it's the crop mob, it's the crop mob, it's the crop mob. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Pour the water, watch it grow. Pour the water, watch it grow. I'm in VG, they call it Verde Garden. It's a crop mob where people come and start a garden. Imagine 75 to 100 people planting seeds. It's hard work, but at the end of the day, we have a feast. Bring your shades, bring your hat, it's gonna be hot. Let's show our kids how our ancestors grew their crop. Kiwi, blueberries, watermelon, we growing strawberries. Don't forget about the pigeon peas and string beans, cabbage, collard greens, and no lima beans. We at the farmer's market over here by the hack. We got fresh fruit, fresh veggies coming. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Pour the water, watch it grow. Pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Put the seeds in the soil, pour the water, watch it grow. Pour the water, watch it grow. Pour the water, watch it grow.
We in the VG, planting different type of seeds. It's kinda hot, that's why I got on my white tee. So bring your kids and your friends, plus your wifey.